Good morning. It is, what is this, day 6? Yeah, day 6 of Balanced 2019. Today we're going to do a nice open, slow yin sequence. So let's go ahead and get started. You may want a blanket. You may even want a block or two or something just to kind of pad you up a little bit. We're going to start off actually on our stomach. So let me turn this overhead light on. I'm so sorry. The joy of live streaming. Here we go. So let's go ahead and start laying down on our stomach, getting there however you feel comfortable. You can just roll onto it nice and easy. Oh, yeah. From here, we're just going to bring our hands over in front of our face, palms down, stacking one palm on top of the other, and just resting your forehead here. Or if you want to put a blanket here, you can. From here, we're going to turn our right knee out and draw it up towards our armpit. So everyone's going to be a little bit different here. You can just draw it up here and rest in this pose here. If you want to take it a little further, you can put a blanket or a block underneath your knee. But we're just going to breathe here for just a few breaths. Maybe that mantra from last time comes to mind. I am beautiful, creative, and unique. Just breathe into that mantra. And we're going to slide that foot back down, taking it nice and easy and slow. Here we're going to draw our fingers in line with our chest, bringing our elbows really close. And then we're going to shine our heart forward, coming up. You can come up into a baby cobra, or you can come all the way up into cobra. And if you need to, you can bring your hands a little bit further up to make this a little easier. But we're just going to take a breath or two here. And then with an exhale, we gently melt it back down. We're going to bring our hands in front of our face again, putting the opposite hand on top this time. Resting the forehead on the back of the hands. We're going to draw our left knee up towards our armpit. So we're doing the same pose as our first pose. This is called half frog pose. We're doing it on the other side. Just allowing, once you draw the knee up, you'll feel that your left hip has risen up, and you're just feeling the force of gravity gently drawing that hip back down. So it doesn't have to be an intense feeling. And it doesn't have to be a lot of stretch feeling going on. You should feel an opening in the front of your hip here. I am beautiful, creative, and unique. Just another breath or two here. Good, gently sliding the foot back down, drawing the fingers in line with the chest. We bring the elbows back, inhaling, lifting the heart up again, just as far as you feel comfortable. We're going to stay here just for a breath or two. It might feel good to kind of shift a little side to side. Totally up to you. Good, gently releasing that back down. Whew. We're going to press up into our tabletop here and just send the hips back, coming into a little child's pose, counteracting that cobra that we just did. It's a nice and easy little breath here. From here, we're going to come back into our tabletop. We're going to slide our right foot forward. So if you need to use your hand to help you bring it forward, you'll see I'm still in socks today. That's the way this morning's going for me. And then we're going to walk our right foot over to the left. Let our right knee open up as we shift the hips down. So this is a pigeon pose here. And you can have your foot as close to your body as you need to. If this is the first time you've ever been in this pose, you might find that your knee is almost right in front of you. But as you progress, you can bring the knee further and further to the right. And I'm going to use my blanket to help pad my right hip here so that I can sink down a little deeper. Do so for yourself if you need to, a pad, a blanket, a pillow, whatever feels good here, so that you feel nice and even and stable on both sides. And then from here, we're just going to you can stay upright, or you can start to walk your hands forward, maybe coming down onto the elbows, if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe coming all the way down to the forehead. It's totally up to you, but we're going to spend a few breaths here. I am beautiful, creative, and unique. Good, gently starting to come up. So press into the hands to bring you back up if you're leaning forward a little bit. You're gonna curl the left toes under just to kind of help give you some stability so you can shift your hips up and back, coming back into your tabletop here. And you may want to counterbalance this by shifting the hips forward or back, whatever feels good for you here in the moment. And then we're going to do the other side. So then you bring the left foot forward, again, using your hand to help you. If it only comes to here, you use your hand and walk it forward. Walking the foot over to the right, and then we shift our hips down coming into our pigeon pose. And again, it may take a little shifting around here to first find it, especially if it's something you haven't done a whole lot of. And then you can use a pad to pad your left hip if it feels comfortable for you. And keeping your foot flexed, you want to make sure you keep your foot flexed here. Inhaling, bringing the heart up, and you can stay here for the whole duration if that feels better for you. Or you can start to send the heart forward, coming down onto your elbows or onto your forehead, whatever feels most comfortable for you. But listen to your body. If it becomes too intense, then come up a little bit. Give yourself some space. I am beautiful, creative, and unique. Slowly coming out of this pose, gently pressing up into the hands. This time we're going to shift our weight into the left hip so that we can slide our right leg up. Nice and easy. Bringing both feet forward. You can remove the pad if that feels good, or you can place it underneath your both hips here, just sitting on the bare edge of it. so that your tailbone points down. We're going to bring our feet in front of us. Bring the feet together, the legs together here. Keeping a nice soft bend in the knees. There's a tendency to try to press the back of the legs down flat on the mat. What we want to do is keep a little space here underneath your knees. And then we're going to walk our heart forward, just taking it nice and easy. Maybe this is where you are, and that's totally fine. Maybe you can bring your belly onto the thighs. That's great too. Maybe you can put your forehead on your shins. All of that is great. Wherever you are is the best place to be. And we're just going to rest here, letting the head bow. Keeping the feet flexed. Keeping those knees off of the mat, not trying to press them all the way down. I am beautiful, creative, and unique. Slowly starting to come up, taking your time. Everything's nice and easy. We are going to lay onto our back. And if you want, you can bring your blocks with you. I'm going to bring mine just so I can show you what I'm doing here. Roll it onto your back. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees open wide. And if you like, you can put the blocks underneath your knees to help rest the thighs, so it doesn't, so the hips don't over open here. Totally up to you. Can you even throw a blanket over yourself if that feels comfortable? I'm going to do all of this stuff today, I think, because it sounds nice. If anything else, if nothing else, actually, I'm going to go ahead and do just a little pad over the pelvis here. And you can rest your hands on the tops of your hips if that feels nice. The elbows are spread open wide. Or if you like, you can bring your arms overhead, across the outsides of the elbows. Whatever feels better for you today. I want you to breathe like we were breathing on day 4. Filling up the lower abdomen and then the chest. And then as you breathe out, releasing the chest and then the lower abdomen. It's almost like the air is pouring in, filling up, and then as you pour it out, it empties out. I am beautiful, creative, and unique. Gently coming out of this pose. We're going to bring our legs together with our hands, removing the blocks. Then we're going to come over onto our right side, bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a little fetal position, a little rest here. And then using your hands to press yourself up, coming back to a seated position. So bringing the feet together, just coming into a nice easy bound angle. Inhale, reach the arms up nice and high, take up a lot of space. Exhale, bring your hands together over your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Remember, you are beautiful, creative, and unique. And until tomorrow, namaste.